Okay, so we've all heard that magic number, right? 10,000 steps. Today, we're going to break down how you can actually hit that goal. And the best part, it's not about totally overhauling your life. It's about making tiny, easy changes all day long. Yep, even if you're stuck at a desk.
And let's be real for a second. Seeing that number, 10,000, it can feel a little intimidating, can it? I mean, if you're juggling a crazy schedule or you have a desk job, hitting that target can feel less like a nice walk and more like, I don't know, training for a marathon you accidentally signed up for.
But what if we just flipped that idea on its head? What if it's not one giant, scary task? What if it's just a bunch of small, super simple, even fun choices you make all day long? That's the mindset shift we're going to unlock right now. All right, so first things first. Before we even think about adding anything new, we've got to figure out what you're already doing, right? You can't build a new habit if you don't know where you're starting from. It's all about finding your own personal rhythm.
And this is the secret sauce, really. The changes that actually stick, they don't come from some massive life overhaul. No way. They come from making tiny, tiny, manageable tweaks to the things you're already doing. It's about working with your life, not fighting against it.
So, how do we actually do that? Well, it's a super simple 3-step process. First, just track your baseline for a couple of days. What's your average step count? Second, start spotting your patterns. When do you move a lot? When are you sitting still? And third, find those little pockets of time, that 5 minutes while the coffee's brewing, the 10 minutes between calls. Those are your golden opportunities.
Okay, section 2. Let's talk about the 9 to 5. This is where most of us are sitting way too much, but believe it or not, it's also where the biggest opportunities for movement are just hiding in plain sight.
Okay, this one is a total game changer. Turn your meetings into movement. Seriously, if you're on a call and you don't need to be staring at your screen, just pop in your headphones and start walking. You're not just getting steps in, studies actually show it boosts creativity and cuts down on stress. It's a win-win for your work and your health.
Now, this is where things get really cool. It's a concept called habit stacking, and it's basically a life hack. You're not trying to create a new habit out of thin air. Instead, you're linking a new action, like standing up and pacing, to something you already do, like your meeting reminder popping up. It pretty much makes the new habit automatic. It's genius!
You know that 3 p.m. feeling, the afternoon slump? Oh, it's the worst. Well, instead of grabbing another coffee, try this. A 1 or 2 minute walking break every single hour. It gets the blood flowing, helps you refocus, and trust me, those little micro breaks add up like crazy by the end of the day.
And look at this. This shows so clearly how one tiny choice can have a massive impact. Parking at the back of the lot, getting off the bus one stop early, it feels like nothing, right? But look at the difference. You can easily triple your steps on your commute alone. You do that every day, we're talking thousands of extra steps a week without even trying.
All right, so we've hacked the workday. Now let's move on and see how we can sneak more steps into the rest of our day.
I love this idea. Let's turn your chores into stealth workouts. Don't think of it as work. Think of it as an opportunity. Crank up some music while you vacuum, do an extra lap around the grocery store, march in place while you're folding laundry, or pace around while dinner is simmering. You're basically multitasking your way to your step goal. Here's another great one, the post-meal reset. It sounds fancy, but it's just a quick 5 or 10 minute walk after you eat. It's not just about the steps either. This is actually amazing for your digestion and helps keep your blood sugar stable. It's like a little act of self-care that pays off big time.
And just like we saw with the commute, the same idea applies to your everyday errands. You can see right here, taking the slightly longer scenic route can easily double or triple your step count. It's all about making that one small, intentional choice to just walk a little bit more.
Okay, so we've got all these awesome little tricks and tactics, but how do we make them stick? How do we turn them into habits that last? Well, that's what this final section is all about.
Simple, gamify it. Turn your steps into a game. Our brains absolutely love challenges and rewards. So set up little milestones for yourself and give yourself a small reward. Maybe a new playlist when you hit a 7-day streak, or some cool new walking socks when you beat your personal record. It creates this fun, positive loop that just keeps you going. And this right here, is probably the most important takeaway. It's a huge mindset shift. If the word fitness just feels like a chore, then reframe it. Think of it as energy management. You're not exercising. You're investing in better focus, better sleep, and a better mood. When you see it like that, movement suddenly becomes something you get to do, not something you have to do.
Here's another fantastic tip to make it all feel effortless. Create a movement menu for yourself. Seriously, write it down. This way, when you have a few free minutes, you don't have to waste brain power thinking, ugh, what should I do? You just look at your menu and pick one. A 3-minute pacing with purpose break? Done. A 5-minute post-meal reset? Easy. It completely gets rid of that decision fatigue. So when you boil it all down, it comes back to this really simple loop. Track your progress so you actually know what's happening. Reflect on what you're seeing so you can make smart little changes. And this is so important, celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. That's what builds momentum and makes the whole thing fun.
Okay, so as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final question. Just for a second, forget about the number 10,000. What is one small step you can take the moment this explainer ends? Maybe it's just standing up for a stretch. Maybe it's walking to the kitchen for a glass of water. Whatever it is, go do that one thing. Because that's how real progress starts, one small step at a time.